Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to online class. Today we are going to revise 2 marks sums. So let's start with the revision. Complete the activities, 2 marks each. Sum number 1. Quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. AB equal to 11 centimeter, BC equal to 60 centimeter, then find AC. So here you can see on your screen a rectangle ABCD. In this, AC is a diagonal. If you will look at the heading, it is complete the activities. So in this, you can see that the sum is already solved. You have to fill the boxes. So in 2 mark sum, there will be 4 boxes and each box carry half mark. So when you write the answer of one box right, you will get half mark. Okay. So you just have to fill these boxes. But for filling these boxes, you need to understand the sum. Okay. So let's start. Quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. We can see in the figure also here we have a rectangle and the name is A, B, C, D. In triangle ABC, where is triangle ABC? Triangle ABC is here. A, B, C. Okay. Angle B equal to. Now you have to write what is the measure of angle B over here. So since this is a rectangle, we know that each angle of a rectangle is of 90 degree. So angle B is 90 degree. So here in this box, we will write 90 degree. Okay. By Pythagoras theorem. Now, since it is a right angle triangle, they have applied Pythagoras theorem in this. And we know that Pythagoras theorem is hypotenuse square is equal to one side square plus other side square. So in this triangle, that is triangle ABC, AC is a hypotenuse. So here it is written as AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now in the next step, what we do? We substitute the values which are given to us. So they have already written in place of AC, they have written, sorry, in place of AC square, they have written AC square equal to copied as it is. In place of AB, they have written the value. What is the AB value given to us? It is given as 11, right? So here, in place of AB square, they have written 11 square plus copied as it is. In place of BC, they have written the value of BC which is given in the sum as 60. Right? I am writing in the figure also. So what will be the next step? You can see here 2 boxes are there. The next step will be squaring of these numbers, right? So what is the square of 11? The square of 11 is 121. Plus sign copied as it is. And what is the square of 60? It is 3600, right? So 3600 is equal to, only one box is there. It means you have to add these 2 numbers and you have to write the answer of it. So when you will add these 2 numbers, what answer you will get? You will get 3721, right? So in the next step, they have taken out the square root on both the sides. So AC is a square root of AC square and 61 is a square root of 3721. So only by filling these boxes, you can easily score 2 marks in the exam. Just go through the sum. Now let us move to the next sum. Sum number 2. In quadrilateral IJKL, comma, side IJ parallel to side KL. Angle I equal to 108 degree. Find angle L. So here you can see the quadrilateral which is given to us. It is quadrilateral IJKL. And they have also given us that IJ is parallel to side KL. Side IJ is parallel to side KL. And one of the angle also they have given, that is angle I. So I'm just marking in the figure 108 degree. Now, again you can see 4 boxes in this sum also. So let's start solving it. Segment IJ parallel to segment KL. So this is already given to us that IJ is parallel to KL. And line LI is the transversal. So we have learned in our second chapter, parallel lines, that whenever the two lines are parallel and there is a transversal, different types of angles are formed, right? Corresponding angles, interior angles, alternate angles, right? Here they have given us angle L plus angle I equal to 180 degree. Reason we need to write. Now see in the figure, angle I and angle L are which type of angle? Sorry, angles. Angle I and angle L are which types of angles? Are they corresponding angles? Are they alternate angles or interior angles? So if you will see, they have written that angle L plus angle I equal to 180 degree. So these two are interior angles between the parallel lines. On the same side, they are forming on the same sides. They are between the parallel lines. So the sum of the interior angles are 180 degree. This we have done in parallel chapter and parallel lines, sorry. And corresponding angles are congruent. Alternate angles are congruent. Okay. So here in this reason, we will write interior angles. Since they both are interior angles, the total or the sum is equal to 180 degree. Now in the next step, they have copied angle L as it is, plus also as it is. In place of angle I, there is a box. So we need to write the measurement of this angle. So angle I is given to us as 108 degree. So here we will write 108 degree. Equal to copied as it is. 180 degrees also copied as it is. Now in the next step, they have written angle L as it is, and then there is a equal to sign. It means this plus 108 is moved from left hand side to the right hand side in the next step. So here we are going to write 180 degree minus 108 degree. Right? So you have to keep in mind the sign. You have to keep in mind the sign whenever you are changing the place from left to right hand side or from right to left hand side, the sign gets converted. So you have to keep that in mind. So in the next step, they have written angle L is equal to. So we need to subtract these two numbers, 180 degree minus 108 degree. So after subtracting, you will get 72 degree. Right? So measure of angle L, that is angle L is equal to 72 degree. Just go through the sum. Now let us move to the sum number 3. If the length of the longest chord of a circle is 17 centimeter, find the radius of the circle. Here they have given us the length of the longest chord, means the diameter. They have given the diameter as 17 centimeter and we need to find the radius of the circle. Right? So you can see also it is written that diameter is the longest chord of the circle. This is an important statement so that we can understand actually what we need to find. Radius is equal to. Now here we need to write the formula for radius. Radius is equal to diameter divided by 2. Or we can say radius is half of the diameter. So here I am writing diameter upon 2. Means diameter upon 2. What is radius? Radius is half of diameter. Right? Now equal to again box. So we are going to substitute the value. What is the diameter given to us? The length of diameter given to us is 17. Right? So here we are going to write 17 upon 2. So 17 upon 2, we need to divide this. So when you will divide 17 by 2, what answer you will get? You will get 8.5, right? So here you have to write 8.5 centimeter. Okay. The radius of the circle is here. Over here, you have to write the final answer, what you have got. So we got as 8.5 centimeter, right? So here we will write 8.5 centimeter. Keep in mind, writing of a unit is equally important. So in the sum, it is given as 17 centimeter. So our final answer, we must write centimeter. Therefore, the radius of the circle is 8.5 centimeter. Just go through the sum. The diameter length is given to us as 17 and we need to find the radius in this. So we have to first write the formula. Radius is equal to diameter divided by 2. and then substitute the values given to us. And after that 17 divided by 2 when you will do, you will get the answer as 8.5. Now let us move to sum number 4. In the figure, AB is the chord of the circle with center O. Segment OP perpendicular to chord AB. Complete the proof. So they have given the proof also, and somewhere there are boxes and we need to fill that boxes. Okay. So let us first understand the sum. Here we can see a circle and the center of the circle is point O. And this AB is the chord. OP is a perpendicular line, OP, and it is perpendicular to chord AB. So they have written the proof also, and we have to just complete this proof. So let's start. Proof. In triangle OPA and triangle OPB. Now let us see where are these triangles. Triangle OPA. Can you see this triangle OPA? And the next one is triangle OPB. This one. Okay. Angle OPA is equal to angle OPB equal to 90 degree. Reason, segment OP perpendicular to chord AB. So since OP is perpendicular to AB, the angle OPA means this angle is 90 degree. And this angle is also 90 degree. This angle means angle OPB. So since both the angles are 90 degree, they both are equal. Okay. Next is hypotenuse OA is equal to. Here equal to sign will come. Okay. Hypotenuse OA is equal to hypotenuse. You have to write the name. Radii of the same circle. Reason is given as radii of the same circle. So in triangle OPA, can you see OPA? OA is the hypotenuse of triangle OPA, and OB is the hypotenuse of triangle OPB. And if you will see carefully, both the hypotenuse are the radius or the radii of the same circle. Right? So here OA is written. So I'm going to write here OB. Okay. Next is side OP equal to. And the reason is given common side. So what do you mean by common side? Common side means side which are on both the triangles. Right? So if you will see carefully, OP is in triangle OPA also, and in triangle OPB also. So OP is a common side, means it is a side which is in both the triangles. So here we will write side OP is equal to side OP. Therefore, triangle OPA congruent to triangle OPB test. So here we need to write the test by which these two triangles are congruent. So here you can see hypotenuse. Hypotenuse OA and hypotenuse OB both are equal. So we have done the test of congruency in which it is given that if the two triangles are of 90 degree, means right angle triangle, and the hypotenuse are equal, then the triangles are congruent by hypotenuse side test. So here we will write hypotenuse side, and test is already written for us. Okay. So write the correct spelling also. Next, therefore segment AP congruent to segment, and once the triangles are congruent, the remaining parts become congruent, right? So AP, here they have given us AP. AP is congruent to which part? It will be congruent to PB, right? AP will be congruent to PB. So here we will write segment AP congruent to segment PB. And the reason for this is CSCT, corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Okay. So just go through the sum. Complete the given table in order to get graph of the equation 2x plus y equal to 1. So if you will see in the answer, they have given us one table, right? And we have to complete this table. So here you can see 4 boxes that are empty and we need to fill these boxes. Okay. So the equation given to us is 2x plus y equal to 1. So in the here it is given x, y, x comma y, and the value of x. If the value of x is 0, the value of y is 1. So this 2 is written over here 0 comma 1. So if the value of x is 1, what will be the corresponding value of y over here? That we need to find. Okay. So for this we need to do the working. So let's see the working of it here. In the working, we will first copy the equation given to us as it is 2x plus y equal to 1, right? So y we will keep over here only and we will change the place of 2x. Here there is no sign, means plus. So when you will move this to the right hand side, it will get convert into minus 2x. So therefore, in the next step, we will write y equal to 1, this one copy as it is, and plus 2x will get convert into minus 2x. So we got y is equal to 1 minus 2x. Now, here the value of x is given as 1. So we will write when x is equal to 1, what will be the value for y? That now we are going to find. So y is equal to 1 minus 2x. This we have copied from here only. And in the next step, 1 we will write as it is. Minus also we will write as it is. 2 also we will write as it is. Now, in place of x, we are going to write the value of x. And what the value of x over here is 1. So in place of x, we are going to write 1. Okay. In the next step, we are going to multiply these two numbers. So this one copy as it is. This minus also copy as it is. Now 2 into 1, that is 2 ones are. 2 ones are is 2. So 1 minus 2. What will be our answer? It will be minus 1. So after solving this, we got the value of y as minus 1. So in the box, we are going to write here minus 1. And over here also write 1 comma 1, comma, minus 1. Okay. Now here they have given us the value of y and we need to find the corresponding value of x. So same way we will do in the working column for this also. 2x plus y equal to 1. Therefore, y is equal to 1 and we have changed the place of this 2x. Since there is no sign, it means it is plus. So plus will get converted into minus. Okay. So 1 minus 2x. Now here the value of y is given as 3. So we will write when y is equal to 3. Same statement copy as it is, and in place of y, we are going to substitute the value as 3. So in place of y, it is written 3 equal to copied as it is, 1 also copy as it is, minus also copied as it is, 2x also copied as it is. Now in the next step, we are going to change the place of 1 from right hand side to left hand side. So whenever you are changing the place, I have told you earlier also, we have to keep in mind the sign. So here it is plus 1. When you will move it to the left hand side, it will become or it will get converted into minus 1. So 3 minus 1 and remaining copied as it is equal to minus 2x. 3 minus 1, the answer will be 2. So here it will come 2 equal to as it is minus 2x as it is. Now in the next step, we will change the place of this minus 2. Now this minus 2 here it is in multiply form. When it will come here, it will get divide. It will get converted into division. So this 2 as it is and this minus 2 we have written here 2 and the minus sign here in between equal to x. So when you will reduce this in 2 table, you will get minus 1. That is x is equal to minus 1. So after solving this, we got the value of x as minus 1. So here we will write in the table when y is 3, the corresponding value of x is minus 1. So same we will write here also minus 1, comma 3. Just go through the sum. You have to just complete the table. But for completing the table, you need to do some working also. And that you can do in working column. Just go through the sum. Now let us move to sum number 6. It is similar to sum number 5. Here, complete the given table in order to get graph of the equation x plus y equal to 2. Solution x plus y equal to 2. So here they have given us the value of x as 0 and we need to find the corresponding value of y. And at both, whatever we will get, we are going to write. We are going to write over here together. Here they have given us the value of x as 1 and the value of y as 1. And here also it is given as 1, 1. The value of x over here, it is given as 2 and we need to find the value of y. And then whatever value we will get, we will write here together. So for solving this also, we need to do some working. So let us do in the working column. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. So here first we will write x plus y equal to 2. Okay. Now the value is given as 0. So we will write when x is equal to 0. And after solving this, we will get the value of y. So copy the equation as it is, x plus y equal to 2. Now in the place of x, we will write 0 because it is given to us. So 0 plus y is equal to 2. This y we will copy as it is and we will change the place of 0 from left hand side to the right hand side. So in the next step, we will write y is equal to 2 minus 0. So y is equal to 2 minus 0. The answer for this is 2, right? So here in the table, we will write 2. So when x is 0, the value of y will be 2, right? The last one is the value of x is given as 2 and we need to find the value of y. So here again we will write in the working column x plus y equal to 2. When x is equal to 2, let us solve this. Copy the equation again, x plus y equal to 2. Now in place of x, we have written 2. Plus copied as it is, y also copied as it is, equal to also copied as it is, and 2 also. In the next step, we will change the place of this 2. First, we will copy the y, then this equal to, then this 2. And we will change the place of this 2, right? So it will become 2 minus 2. And what is 2 minus 2? The answer is 0. So the value of y is 0. So when x is 2, the corresponding value of y will be 0. Same value we have to write over here, 2, 0. Just go to through the sum. It is similar to sum number 4, but little bit easier as compared to sum number 4. Sum number 7. Find the value of sine square 45 degree plus sine square 30 degree plus sine square 60 degree. For this, we have to remember this table. Okay. So we can see there are 4 boxes and we know that we have to fill these boxes for solving this sum, right? So let's start. Sine square 45 degree plus sine square 30 degree plus sine square 60 degree. Therefore, now here we have to substitute the value, and after substituting the value, we will solve it. So sine square 45 degree. In the table, we have to see what is the value of sine 45 degree. Here you can see sine and here you can see 45 degree. So the value is 1 upon root 2, right? So here over here where there is box, we will write 1 upon root 2. And one more important thing is this square. Don't forget to put square over here. Otherwise, you may get wrong answer. Whole bracket square. Plus as it is sine square 30 degree. The value is already written, but let us see in the table also. Sine 30 degree, the value is 1 upon 2. So they have already written 1 upon 2 whole square. Plus as it is sine square 60 degree. So sine 60 degree value is root 3 upon 2. This also they have already written, right? Now, in the next step, we will do the squaring, right? So 1 square is 1. And what is root 2 square? Root 2 square is 2. Okay. This plus copied as it is. 1 also as it is. 1 square is 1, right? The square of 1 is 1. And then 2 square. What is the square of 2? The square of 2 is 4. So it is written 1 upon 4. This plus copied as it is. Now here, root 3 square. So what is the square of root 3? It is 3, right? So here we will write 3 upon 2 square. So what is the square of 2? It is 4. Now here you need to add this 3. But for adding, you know that the denominator should be same, right? So here we have 4. Here we have 4. But here we have 2. So we have to convert this 2 also into 4. How we can convert this? We will multiply this with 2. So whenever you are multiplying any number in the denominator, you have to multiply in the numerator also, right? So I am writing here into 2. This is our working. You can do with pencil also. So in the next step, what we will do? We will just write the denominator common. What is our denominator? It is 4, right? So that you write common. Common means one time. And numerator we are going to add, or we are going to first write and then we will add. So 1 into 2 will be 2, right? This plus as it is, or put here plus sign. Here we have 1. So this 1 we will write. Then we have plus. So this plus we will write. Then we have 3. Okay. So you have to keep in mind that you have to add the numerators. Denominator you take as common, means write only one time. Now, let us add 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6, right? So in the next box, we will write 6 upon 4. Now, can we reduce this? Yes. In which table these both numbers come? It comes in the table of 2, right? So we are going to reduce this. 2 3s are 2 2s are. So here only I am writing 3 upon 2. So the answer for this is 3 upon 2. Just go through the sum. Half sum is already done for us. Only the half we need to do. But for that also we need to follow each and every step. Means we need to understand what will come in that box, how to fill it and all. Just go through the sum. And the new thing which we have done in this is square. Okay. You have to keep in mind the square also you have to do. You have to put the square sign also everywhere. And squaring is also important. The square of root 2 is 2. The square of root 3 is 3. The square of 2 is 4. The square of 2 is 4. The square of 1 is 1. Okay. So if you will remember all these small things also, you will be able to solve the sum properly. This table also you need to learn all the values of sine, theta, cos and tan also, that is 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Now let us move to the next sum. Find the value of cos 56 degree upon sin 34 degree. So you can see there are again 4 boxes, and half answer is already written for us and half we need to fill. Okay. So let us first understand. Find the value of cos 56 degree upon sin 34 degree. So after solving this, we have to write the value of this. First one, cos 56 upon sin 34 degree. Sorry, 56 degree upon sin 34 degree. Always begin your answer with whatever is given to us. Okay. Now, here there is a box upon sin 34 degree. And in the reason they have given us one formula, that is cos theta equal to sin 90 minus theta. So this formula means this formula we have to use in this box, right? So here you can see in numerator we have cos 56, and the formula is also related with cos theta only. So this formula we are going to apply in this box. So in place of cos 56 degree, we will write first sine. Okay, so I'm just writing here sine. Then we have 90. So here I will copy 90 minus theta. Theta means this. So here it is given to us as 56 degree. So here I am writing 90 minus 56 degree. Either you can put it in the bracket, or let me put in the bracket only and put degree sign. So what I did, in place of cos 56 degree, I have applied this formula. In place of cos 56, I have written sine 90 minus 56 degree. Now, therefore, again there are 2 boxes. Means in the next step we will do 90 minus 56. So sine we will copy as it is. Ninety minus 56 is how much? 90 minus 56 is 34. So here we will write 34 degree. Upon the denominator, we will write same as it is. So here we will write sine 34 degree. Okay. Now here we have sine 34 degree. Here also we have sine 34 degree. So what we will do, we will cut this both. Okay. So what answer we will get for this? We will get the answer as 1. So the value of cos 56 degree upon sine 34 degree is 1. Because both places, if you will see, it is sine 34. So when you will cut, you will get the answer as 1. Okay. So you can see that activities based sums are very easy. You have to just fill the boxes, but while filling the boxes, you have to be careful that what value will come for which box, what will come for which box, and each box carry half mark. So out of 4 boxes, if one is also right, you can score half mark for that. Okay. So let's go through the sum. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Have a good day. Bye, all of you.